Good morning, Huskies. Today is Tuesday, October 25th. I'm Nate.
And I'm Josie, recognizing Red Ribbon Week with Take Pride in Being Drug-Free, Red, White, and Blue Day.
But before we begin, please stand for our nation's pledge.
The roller coaster of emotions, I'd say, of preparing for a game. So you get to the stadium, you're nervous, and then you start to warm up and the butterflies start to go away a little bit, and then you come back to the locker room, you get dressed, you get ready, and the butterflies come back, and then you run out on the field and 80,000 people are screaming. It just gives you the greatest sense of joy and adrenaline. I mean, just the emotion that I get from playing football, it's pretty crazy. I grew up in a coastal town in New Jersey, always loved playing sports, always stayed active, and football just stuck with me. It's something that I was pretty good at from the start, and I just enjoyed the competition part of it, the team aspect of it. So I knew if I wanted to be successful in the sports world, I couldn't entertain drugs. As a child growing up, I knew I wanted to play in the National Football League. I knew that was my ultimate dream and goal. Was it a long shot for me? Sure. You have to be dedicated, and it's easy to say you want to do something, but that feeling of what you felt when you first said it is going to leave you at some point in time. And when that feeling leaves you, the commitment you need to have and dedication over time is what pays off. A lot of people lose the commitment and drive when they don't feel like doing anything, and that's why, unfortunately, people just don't live up to their dreams and potential.
Alan Clemens will hand it off. And up the middle, Donald Brown bashing his way to the 16-yard line.
There are plenty of times where things have gotten hard along my journey to where I am now, both on and off the field. There were a ton of naysayers. A lot of people didn't think I could do what I did, that didn't want to see me succeed just for the simple fact that they weren't able to achieve their goal. And then people that just flat out stopped believing in you. And there have been plenty of times in high school, college, and pros where at one point in time I thought about quitting. But you have to realize what you're playing for. You know, I'm playing for my family, I'm playing for, kids, I'm playing for everybody back home. What separates the good from the great is just digging down deeper, working that much harder, and really tapping into, your abilities that much more.
Week 17, he's under center from the 12, handoff Donald Brown, skips up the middle.
There are people that are willing to help you. A lot of times you hear coaches taking players under their wing. You just have to be receptive of it and be respectful and loving to them in return. When somebody offered me drugs, I would say no. And then it got to the point where people wouldn't ask me anymore just because I said no so much, and they knew what I stood for. The more you start to say no and the more people start to respect you, it gets easier. But it's definitely not easy at first. People may say things to you like, oh, it's all right, and everybody's doing it, things like that. But at the end of the day, when you stick to your guns and realize, this is what I believe in, I don't want to do it, then it gets easier as you go. You find other people that have the same common interests and beliefs that you have. Trust me, they're out there. Just literally put your blinders on to everybody else, you'll be all right. When you see friends going down the wrong path, it kills you because you saw what they were like before they were introduced to drugs or introduced to whatever it was that made them change. And you knew, the loving person that they were. And then whenever when that change occurred, you just didn't want to be around them anymore. And it's sad to see guys, dreams slip away because of drugs. To someone who has yet to discover their natural highs, to keep looking. We all have been given talents. For me, I literally had to play every sport. Some sports I stunk at, and there were some that I excelled at. It was tough, but it happens. Even in my current state in playing in the National Football League, there's plenty of failures that come along the way, but you learn from the failures. So it takes time and dedication to find what your true purpose is. There's always something more to learn. Education is important to me because you only get better when you learn something. Right now I'm getting my master's, so at the end when I'm all done, I'm like, man, I didn't think I could do it before, but I did it, and you know what, that's a natural high. You accomplished something. So when I start to have success or start to get better, see improvement, that makes me feel better inside, and you feel a sense of achievement. The first time I stepped onto a football field in the National Football League, it almost brought tears to my eyes. As a child, you dream about these things, and to see your dreams become a reality, it was pretty surreal. So when I was a kid, I always heard about if you want to study and you want to do well on a test, you record yourself going over your studying materials. And then right before you go to sleep, you hit play, and the recorder plays back as you're sleeping, and you're supposed to be, I guess, taking this in through some kind of osmosis. But my mindset was, well, if I want to do well in football, I'll turn on the NFL Network when I go to sleep, and I'll always be listening to NFL Network, football plays, football here and football there as I'm sleeping, and I always thought that would help me in my pursuit to becoming a professional athlete. At the end of the day, I was still a skinny 12-year-old kid, just, hoping and praying to make it to the NFL, and, as long as you stay the course and stay focused, anything's possible. I'm Donald Brown from Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey, and football is my natural high. What's yours?
There will be an Honors Drama Applebee's Flapjack fundraiser on October 29th from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Each ticket is $10 and includes pancakes, sausage, eggs, and juice or coffee. There will be a raffle drawing, so bring your luck. All proceeds will go to the Hillsdale Honors Drama Department. Get your tickets now for an Honors Drama student or in room 102 before it's too late.
Do you enjoy performances? November 9th and 10th, our Honors Drama will be presenting The Lion King. The show will begin at 7 p.m. both nights. Tickets are only $5 for adults and $2 for students. We will have a school assembly on the 9th. Support our drama program and experience the show.
Our infamous Halloween dance, the Monster Mash, is Monday. Come and have a great time with your friends on Halloween before you go trick-or-treating. The dance will take place directly after school on the 31st, Halloween, from 2:30 to 4 o'clock p.m. Tickets are now on sale during both lunches at the Husky Hut. Purchase your tickets for only $3 and $5 on Friday. Remember, no tickets will be sold on Monday, the day of the dance. Don't miss the most exciting and scariest dance of the year.
Come on down to the double doors for teacher-staff voting this week. Vote for the teacher and staff member who you think best represents our monthly character trait. This month's character trait is self-awareness and purpose. What teacher and staff member do you think has most demonstrated these character traits? Get your voice heard, Huskies, and vote. You get spirit points for voting for your team. Voting ends Friday.
And speaking of double doors, you may also come down to the double doors during both lunches to purchase your Scary Skittles candygrams. Today is the last day to purchase these candygrams, so don't forget.
Campus Live's Throwback Thursday is this Thursday from 3:30 to 4:30 in room 304. Don't miss out on this fun day of games, old pictures, and some groovy surprises. Invite a friend, and don't forget that we also meet on Wednesday after school.
With tomorrow being an assembly schedule, we will not be having our morning broadcast. We look forward to seeing you on Wednesday morning, and don't forget to join us in celebrating Wednesday as Team Spirit Day by participating in the Team Ping Pong Pass during Wednesday's lunchtime activity.
Club Dig-It meets today in room 304 directly after school. Hope to see you there.
Now to our special guest.
Good morning, Huskies. Mr. Russo here, filling in for Mr. Launder. A couple of notices. First and foremost, we hope you wore your red, white, and blue. Teachers, please do not forget to count your spirit points. As you heard earlier, we do have an assembly tomorrow, so there will be no morning broadcast. Make sure you're going directly to your zero period class. Zero period will go to 9:07. And just a little side note, if you're out and about on campus and you're next to a teacher's room please be respectful if the door is closed. We have a lot of different classes that are practicing things, they're videotaping, they're doing drama performances they're practicing, and if you're banging on the doors and making a lot of noise right outside those doors, it really interrupts the flow of their class. So please be respectful when the doors are shut for classrooms to make sure you're not banging on those doors. That's it for me. That's it for Mr. Launder. He's not here, but you guys have a fantastic Tuesday, and we will see you on Thursday.